is keep expenses low, reduce liabilities, and diligently build a base of solid assets. For young people who have not left home yet, it is important for parents to teach them the difference between an asset and a liability. Get them to start building a solid asset column before they leave home. Get married, buy a house, have kids, and then they get stuck in a financial risky position, clinging to a job and buying everything on credit. That's he just said so much just now. He just said, okay, keep expenses low and reduce liabilities. And for a lot of us, we keep our expenses high and we buy a lot of liabilities. And
Oh, yes.
liabilities is basically things that take money out of your pocket. So that's what he's saying, to keep your expenses low, reduce liabilities, and then diligently build a base of solid assets. Assets are things that produces money, that produces cash flow. And cash flow is basically where you are not trading time for money, but the asset or the business that you have built is producing the cash flow that pays you. So keep
Amen.
expenses low, reduce liabilities, build a solid base of solid assets. And then he says, for the young people who have not left home yet, it is important for the parents to teach them the difference between an asset and a liability. And this right here is so powerful because, you know, for me growing up, my parents didn't teach me about assets and liabilities as a child. So when I read this, it dawned on me that, you know what, the thing that I didn't learn early in my life is the thing that I didn't learn early, and the thing that I learned late are the things that I have to start teaching my kids early in their lives, which is this right here, to
Yeah.
teach them the difference between asset and liability. So we back at it again with another episode, and I am so excited for this podcast, this another session with my boy Trey, because man, uh I don't even know what I wanted to say just now. I just got so excited and then lost my train of thought. But
It's okay.
no, let me start here. What are you grateful for today, bro? Give me two things that you are grateful for today.
Two key things. First and foremost, I'm grateful to witness another day, and then also my middle child turned 17, so I'm grateful that I'm able to see her at this new age, at this new phase of her life, because, right, I could have been gone, but God allowed me to see her at 17 and allowed me to be healthy today. So I'm grateful for those two things.
The middle child, that's Mia, right?
Yeah, Mia, she turned
Mia's
17, man.
17?
Yeah, bro.
Sheesh.
Everybody always say that. They think she's like
Sheesh.
15 or now
Yeah.
she's 17.
Man, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. I'm excited for that, bro. And tell her
Yeah.
I said happy birthday, bro.
No, I got you, bro. I will.
Sir, yes, sir. All right, man. So, last episode we said that we were going to do the five things. So let's kind of give an update on that real quick. So one of them, we said that we were gonna start telling people about the show, but you have messaged me and said I think that we should start doing it after we drop the first episode, because all the previous episode is just me doing solo with my guests. But now that you're on, so I think it'll be a good way to promote it like that. It's not right or wrong. We figuring this thing out as we go. So
Yeah.
we just gonna figure it out as we go, make tweaks and make changes. But hey, we starting somewhere. So we just wanted to come back and let you know that we haven't started yet promoting it yet, like we said we was. But after our first episode releases, then we will start sharing it that way. They'll be able to see both of us. You guys will be able to see both of us together on the show, doing our thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And
So
then hold on, you
yeah,
I told you two things I'm grateful for, but what are you grateful for? What are the two things, man?
one thing that I'm grateful for is last night my daughter Zara, she was sleeping next to me, and I heard her did a little scream last night, like maybe like 4 o'clock in the morning. She's like, ah, and she woke up and she climbed up under me and went on my chest and went back to sleep. I was so
Okay.
grateful for that moment because I was like, wow, look at my little baby, man. Look at my
Hey,
daughter, man. Just she want her daddy right now. So that was a beautiful moment for me. And then the
hey.
second thing that I'm grateful for is that I see the ambition that my kids the two boys that they have with learning right now, because I created it in a fun interactive way to where they are eager to learn. So what I did was I told them, hey, they want to go to the bike park this weekend. A bike park, it have like, um, I don't know how to explain it, bro, but it has like hills, not hills, but I don't even know. It's a bike, kind of like a skateboard park, but a bike park. So
Okay.
yeah, so they want to go there this weekend. So I told them, hey, if y'all make $30 by the end of the week, y'all can go to the bike park. But here's the catch: the way they make money is they do educational activities. So every
Yeah.
time Caden reads 10 pages of his book, and sorry, he's at 12 pages. So every time he reads 12 pages, and he sent me a 30-second video. So he after he get done reading, he be like, okay, hey guys, I read these pages and this is what I learned from the book. Every time he do that, he earn $1. Every time he does his Duolingo where he's learning Spanish, he earn $1. So it's different activities that he
Hey.
do to earn money. And because they want to go to the bike park so bad, they gonna learn to earn that money. So
Hey.
yeah, bro. But they don't even know what it's doing to their mind subconsciously. So that's the crazy part about it. So I'm grateful how eager they are to earn the money and to learn. So yeah, bro.
And that's legit. Like I think I'm gonna take that and implement that for my son because you could always write a summary. However, to get on camera where you're uncomfortable and tell your thoughts of what you thought about the book, so you have
Right.
to explain in a way that it makes sense. It pushes people out of their comfort zone. So I like that idea too. That's fire.
And you know what else it does too? It not only takes them out of their comfort zone, but it also allows them to build their public speaking abilities, and it allows them to
Damn. Yeah.
articulate their thoughts better as well. So,
Correct. Yeah.
I'm noticing how slowly he's getting better and better and better at articulating his thoughts, and he have to send a 30-second video immediately after he reads the book, so it's still fresh on his mind. So
Correct.
yeah, bro. So it's been an amazing journey with that, bro. So I'm just excited to see where they are and where they going with that.
And and then check this out. Bro, he's basically building his own content by doing that.
Hey, hey, you know what? You know it's so funny that you say that, bro. That is one of my goals to I'm gonna post his videos on YouTube. So for every book,
Oh
I have
man.
this idea. So let's say the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, right?
Correct.
Every book that he read and he gives the 10 and he read 12 pages and he give the 30-second video, I'm gonna start posting it on his YouTube. So
That's
let's say
fire.
you have the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Every 10 pages, he give his 30-second review on it, and then at the end of the book, he give his whole review of what the
Yeah.
book is. Maybe like a 2-minute video, and that'll be the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Then it'll be this book, then that book, then that book, and he'll have a whole lot of content on different books. I'm gonna put that on YouTube for him, bro. I'm gonna start doing that. So the fact that you said content, and I've been thinking about doing that, is like
Yeah.
is like it clicked now. Like, I'm sorry, you gave me confirmation to do it. So, yeah, yeah, bro.
And then at and then look at like other kids gonna be looking at it. Now your kid is setting the standard. Cause I never
Right,
seen a kid do that. When you
right.
said that, I'm like, oh man, I should have Jaden do it. He's soft spoken. He don't really talk that much. However, if he could do that, by him doing that, it opens him up to communicating a lot more. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, sir, bro. Matter of fact, let me show you a quick video. And I know we're supposed to get into the podcast and do this book review, but yeah,
It's all
let's
good.
let me show you this real quick. A video of him yesterday of doing this 30-second
So
video.
what I like about the book, it's great. So there's things you have to do for discipline, and there's in the book you have to
I
take
think
care of people.
froze.
Taking care of people, helping people is a good thing. And the more you help people, the more blessings you get from God. The more the more you help people and take care of people, and the more you be nice to people, the more people be nicer to you, and the more good things happen to you.
Hey, there we go, man. Come on, Kaden.
Yeah, bro.
Talk that talk.
So at 10 years old, he's understanding this stuff already. So that's it's a beautiful process to see him going through that, bro. So beautiful.
Hey man,
Yeah, bro.
man, a great teacher. Go ahead, man. Keep,
Yes,
keep on
sir.
leading them kids.
Yes, sir, bro. If I don't do it, who gonna do it? Can't leave it to the government and the
Nobody.
school system. So anyway, you know what?
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
I don't even want to go down that rabbit
That's
hole right now,
a
bro.
yeah.
Yeah. But let's run it, man. Let's run it. Let's run it. So we got the rich. Oh, sorry. We said we was gonna do that. Then the second thing was we said we was gonna tell people about it. Oh, the second thing was we said we was
Amazon.
gonna do the Amazon affiliate link. So
Yeah.
that is up and running. Y'all guys could find it on Amazon. Read, Grow, Inspire book list. And basically, the book list is a combination of the books that I have that we both have read collectively. So every book that me and Trey have read that's the same is on, and you can find it on there, and you could go on there and choose the one you like. So right now we are covering the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and as we get deeper and deeper into conversation about the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, you may get interested. Like, you know what? I want to go check this book out myself. So if you would want to do that, the link and everything will be in the show notes in the description. You can definitely go check it out. So
Hmm.
yeah, man. So yes, sir.
Let's go, man.
Yes.
Chapter 3, huh?
Chapter three. Chapter three. Let's run it.
And the topic's so fire. Well, I believe it is.
Chapter three.
Chapter 3, man.
Okay. Okay. Mind. Chapter three. Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Mind your own business. It says the rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focus on their income statements. What does that mean to you? That's on the very
Shoot.
first page of chapter three.
Yeah.
The very
Say it one
first
more
page of
time.
chapter three.
Page.
The very first page, right under the it's the subtitle. The rich
Okay,
focus on their asset column while everyone else focus on their income statements. Can you see it?
okay. You know how to pull it up. Let me see. Boom, boom.
The very
Yeah.
yeah.
Focus on their asset column. Yeah, man. Meaning they focus on their cash flow. You know, poor middle class focus on how much money they make, which always get deducted by after they get paid. Rich is
For the
focus
taxes.
on building the wealth. You know, the
Yeah.
money making activities. The money that's making money while they sleep.
Right. Yep. Hold up, my book. I lost my page. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's run it. You want to do a takeaway first, or you want me to go first?
All right, go. Let me go first. It says we're probably gonna have the same takeaways. Watch.
I know, I
Okay,
know.
it says the poor and middle class often buy luxury items like big houses, diamonds, furs, jewelry, or boats because they want to look rich. They look rich, but in reality, they just get deeper in debt on credit. Yeah, and it's
Hey,
so true because
hey, say it one more time, bro. Say it one more time. Run it back one more time.
one more time. Okay,
I didn't get
I'm gonna
that.
take it back.
Could you try again?
Oh, Siri, listen, man. We ain't talking to you, Siri. It says the poor and middle class often buy luxury items like big houses, diamonds, furs, jewelry, or boats because they want to look rich. The they look rich, but in reality, they just get deeper in debt on credit. So
Mm-mm-mm.
think about that. They just want to look like they have it. In actuality, they're just drowning themselves, you know? Because when you really have it, you don't have to prove to anybody that you have it. Therefore,
Right.
that's why the rich kind of just go on and just look normal because they're proving to nobody that they have it because they know that they have it.
Have you ever experienced that yourself with wanting to look good and but didn't really have it?
No, I mean, I never got caught up within that because I'm not a materialistic person. I know some
Right.
people suffer through that. However, what changed though, I remember one day me and James were in California, was in Riverside, the city, right? Leaving this title company. And the title company, you know, they deal with closings on houses, right? It was this older white gentleman. He was coming out of a F-150 pickup truck. It had to be like a 1995, 1999. And he looked like he didn't have any money. And James expressed the mission that we were on and what we wanted to do. And he said, well, let me know because I have $50 million that I could put up for houses. And he looked like he didn't have any money. And that changed everything for me. So I said, hold on. These people that have money, yeah, they're not looking like bums. However, they're not looking to fit in because they already have it. And those that don't have it always look to fit in because they don't have it.
So true, bro. And to add to that too, what really grew my perspective on this topic right here that we're talking about is my parents are they are doing well for themselves financially. They are built a
Uh-huh.
successful business for over 20 years. They've been in the business, and they came to visit me in Houston one day. And no, sorry, we was in Florida. We was in Florida, and I was with them. We went to Walmart, and I saw my parents buying clothes, buying shoes out of Walmart. And in my head, I was like, how do you have someone of that status that's well
Yeah.
off financially still buying clothes now like it's nothing, like it don't matter? And then also another time, my mommy came to visit me in Houston, and she bought some stuff from the Goodwill, and bro, it just did something to me mentally. Like, wow,
Yeah.
they really don't care nothing about that stuff, bro. Nothing.
Nothing
But they bank accounts loaded. They good. They are
Sheesh.
good, bro. And that was just a reminder for me that hey, that stuff really don't matter, bro. It
No,
don't.
don't. And to take it back, right? I was in the materialistic space. I'm sorry. Growing up, I always wanted, the nice Jordans, wanted to dress like the popular kids. However, when I look back, I didn't dress the best. I dressed decent, didn't look poor, but I got the intention as if I was dressing just as they dress, and I got more attention. Like case in point, like the girls that they wanted to go after, I was getting and didn't have the flyest clothes because I was a man that knew himself and had that kind of swag already. So then carried on to high school, I said, man, I never had to dress the best because I know who I am, and that just flows with whoever that comes my way. So I was literally getting the attention that when I stopped playing basketball, I said, you know what? I don't need this part of my life. However, I'm going to be just as popular as these guys without playing the sports. I'm going to have that kind of charisma. I'm going to have this kind of, you know, uh, thing about me that brings people to me. And literally, that happens time after time after time, because we get caught up with materialistic things. I remember growing up, waiting for Christmas. Like, if I don't get X, Y, and Z, this is trash. But I could get one thing and then now I'm grateful for it. I look back and my parents had 6 kids. Yeah, we grew up poor, but those times were the best times.
Yes, sir.
I kind of went on a rant.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about this show right here that we're doing because as we read these books, like we said, we're able to pull from our experiences, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that as we pull from our experiences, it's gonna be other people that relate or may have
Yeah.
some similar experiences, bro. So, which brings the human element to it, and not just the
Yeah.
theory element. Like it sound good, but somebody gonna be like, "Wow, that was me too."
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
exactly.
bro.
Because the saying comes to mind like, the man makes the clothes don't make the man. And I
Hundred
remember
percent.
watching this movie, it was called Air, and then Michael Jordan's mom was pitching to Nike. They was like, yeah, but he's going to be sponsored by Nike, and she was like, your shoe is just your shoes until my son wears them, and that's the separator. It's the person that wears the clothes,
Is
that
that
makes
the video you sent the other day in the on Instagram with Viola Davis playing that
yeah,
yeah, okay,
fire.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
that was
good.
fire, that was fire, that was fire. The way you just said that just now with such passion and such conviction, it's someone that needs to hear that because only you could say it like that. There's a world out there that's craving your perspective and your insights. And what's a better way to share them than through your very own podcast? I know you've been thinking about this for a while now. Maybe you're hesitating, unsure where to start, or feeling lost in the process. But guess what though? Guess what? I've got the solution that you've been searching for. I got the solution. Introducing the Podcast Jump. It's an ebook that's a journey to your voice, your roadmap to podcasting success that shows you how to start and grow your podcast. And it even has ways for you to monetize it. So let's go. I've laid out everything you need to know in clear, actionable steps because it's a group of people out there that's waiting to hear from you. Imagine this. You and I could have the same exact message, the same message. But when I say it, they don't listen to me. But when you say it, they all ears. And guess what? They even want to hear more. They want to hear what else you have to say. That is your tribe. And they need to hear from you. Don't you have someone that you listen to all the time? Maybe it's the person on ESPN or the guy that teaches you about health and fitness, or maybe even your favorite preacher. We all listen to them because they have a message that we want to hear. And it's someone that needs to hear your message because when you say it, it just hit different. When you say it, it feel different. When you say it, it just makes more sense. And when you say it, it even resonates more. Don't let this opportunity pass by you. Head over to the Podcast Jump and get your copy now. It's time to unleash your voice and make an impact. Your audience is waiting. Grab your copy and let's embark on this incredible journey together. Let's embark on this incredible journey together. Go to thepodcastjump.com. Grab the ebook. Now let's get back to the episode. Here we go. Okay, here we
Wait,
go.
your turn, man.
It says, for y'all that have the bigger book, the large copy book, this is on page 104 when you do get the book. Or if you have it already. It says, most people work for everyone but themselves. They work first for the owners of the company, then for the government through taxes, and finally for the bank that owns their mortgage. Most people work for everyone but themselves. They first work for the owners of the company. So let's break this down. They first work for the owners of the company. So which means that you have a job, right? And you go to work for the owner of the company, right? Then after that, you work for the government through taxes. So after you go to work, clocking them hours, you work for the government because the government takes their share first. You got to pay the taxes first. So you work for the owner of the company, then you work for the government by paying the taxes, and then you work for the bank that owns your mortgage. So you go to work for the owner, then you work for the government by paying the taxes, and then you work for the bank because you got to pay them that mortgage on the house that you have. Man.
Jeez.
And through all of that, you didn't work for yourself. You haven't built nothing for yourself.
Dang, so you become a professional. Yeah, so you become a professional at self-awareness and even, self-improvement. You put you last.
Right.
Professional at neglecting yourself. Dang.
Man. And it's through stuff like this that have really grown my mind to be like, you know what, bro? You gotta even though you in the position you in now working at this job, build something that you could call yours. You have to. You have to build your own stuff. And that's that's actually what chapter 3 title is. Mind your own business.
Bro, yes. Dang.
Yep.
And then mine is, what is the board? Okay. It's just like a key takeaway. It's on page 136 in a small book. So it's probably like 32, probably. So on the side note, it says, start minding your own business. Keep your daytime job, but start building real assets and not liabilities. And it's so true, right? You just start small. And so I'll give a time like where I got too excited and said, man, I'm about to do this. I'm about to quit, do this insurance thing. And then went back to zero because I said, man, I got enough passion. I got enough drive. I could make it happen. And then I did it again. I'm like, man, I'm about to quit again. I believe in myself, but then reading this book and listening to what Andy Frisella was saying and what's my man's name? Ed Milet, they had said, keep the job. And then at night, you build the dream to keep the job alive. And I always tell people this. Yeah, I work at drive time, but my 9 to 5 keeps it, sustain my life. It sustain my living. But what I do on the part time level builds, it builds my dream. You know,
Like,
so the 9 to 5,
go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. So the 9 to 5, keeps me balanced, pay the bills. But what I do on the side part time, it basically builds my future.
I think Jim Rohn had a quote, something that's similar to that as well. I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly what it is.
Oh yeah, he was like working on your fortune.
Yeah, 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 something like that. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Um, yeah, bro. What you just said is just so true, bro. And for me, I want to add to that because it says, run it back one more time. You said keep your 9 to 5.
So it said so it says start minding your own business. Keep your daytime job, but start buying real assets and not liabilities.
Keep your daytime job. That part resonate with me so much because um, I would always. So Sawgrass is like really the first job I've really ever had, and I worked at a cleaning company before as well before Sawgrass, um, VPWS cleaning company. Shout out to Miss Colette for giving me that job, but um, that job I basically got that job because I knew her, so I didn't really have to go through the process of really getting hired. But Sawgrass Steakhouse is like my first real job where I had to fill out the application, I had to go in for an interview, and it it was the most humbling experience. But to backtrack a little bit, before I got this job, I was the person that didn't really want to go get a day job, didn't really want to go get a job because I was, for one, I had parents that were helping me out financially, and then two, I was in the streets doing things I didn't have that I shouldn't have been doing, getting fast money. So when I decided to, hey, you know what, I gotta do things the right way, getting a job was the option I had, and it really humbled me, bro, because when you gotta do things the right way, you gotta do what you gotta do. So
Yeah.
the reason I said it was because when I was in the streets and getting fast money, I was the person that was telling people, hey, bro, you don't got to work no job. You go out here and do what you got to do on your own. Not knowing that that thought process was only coming from a perspective of getting fast money, not from doing it the right way. So the people that's out there that's keeping a day job, I respect that. And I
Yeah.
honor that because you doing it the right way. But, to add to that as well as just remember to go and build your own, bro. Like you gotta go build your own too. Why you doing that? Mind your own
Oh, you
business,
have
build
to.
your own business, and that's part of what we doing on this show too. We building our business, through something that we love. Dissecting
Yeah. And
books
then
and
I
giving our perspective on it.
facts, and I gotta give a Jim Rohn quote because it's something that I lived ever since I heard it. He said the number one key to success is learn how to work harder on yourself than you do at your job.
100%,
You know.
100%. Yeah, I live by that too. I work hard on myself, bro. I work at my job, bro.
Yeah.
You got to. That's you got to.
Bro, you have to, because I remember I was interviewing with this one lady, right? And I was telling her my morning schedule and routine. I said, if I don't get me right, then I'm no good for nobody, not even my job. So in the morning, it starts with me, and then I can go ahead and become what I need to be at this job. But if I'm not right, nothing is right.
Right, 100%. What you got?
Okay. Oh no, now it's your turn. That was my takeaway for the
Oh, really? Okay, here we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. I don't know where I want to go here right now because this I feel like if I say this, it's gonna take us down a rabbit hole, bro. But anyway,
Go ahead, man.
this
Sometimes you need to go down the rabbit hole.
okay. You ready? You sure you ready for this?
Yeah,
I know
man. Go
this. I
ahead.
know this one gonna get you excited, bro. It says our current. I'm still on page 104, y'all. Our
Okay.
current educational system focuses on preparing today's youth to get good jobs by developing scholastic skills.
Sheesh.
And that right there, man, is something that after I read that and I started to like really see what's going on, and I started to think back on my life to where a lot of the things that I have learned in school, I don't use it at all anymore, and those thoughts have made me want to put my kids out of school, out of the public school system, which ultimately is my goal. And actually, Caden has been putting pressure on me to do it, bro. Because earlier this year, maybe like 4 months ago, during the summertime, during the summertime, I was telling them, hey, um, starting next year, 2025, y'all gonna be homeschooled. And it wasn't like until like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, he's been putting pressure on me, like, hey, can you take us out and homeschool us? But the fight I'm fighting right now is I want to be financially secure enough
Yeah,
within my business to be able to stay home with them and help them do what they got to do. But
gotcha.
if I got to go to work and they homeschool, then it's like, okay, how do I balance that? So,
Yeah,
but with him putting pressure on me, it's like, bro, I got to start putting in more work, more work, more work to
yeah,
build this business out. So, my target number right now is 6,000. $6,000 in my business would allow me to step away from my job and be able to do what I gotta do on my own, and pull them out of school and be able to support them. I want to support them. So he's putting more and more pressure on me to, hey, go after that 6,000, bro. That's your number right now. Go make that
yeah.
six
Hey,
thousand dollars in your business for for 3 consecutive months and pull them out. So yeah, man. This school system is just preparing kids to go get good jobs, and a lot of our kids are so talented in different areas than just go getting a job. So I just want to help them explore their own talents and don't have to just think that, okay, I got to go get a job.
yeah, it's the misdirectional educational system, huh? Like Myron say, but it's true because it's so funny. Because my son, he's homeschooled, right?
How long has he been
And
homeschooled?
been homeschooled for what? I think it's a year and some change. However, the process is they go through a month of deprogramming and they have to learn, take away from school has been teaching you and literally deprogram. So get away from everything. Stop learning, just be a kid. And then within a month or two, then that's when the real learning starts, right?
What does a deprogramming looks like? Like they just do nothing, they just chill for a whole month?
They just be a kid. Yeah, because they have to let go of what the traditional school has taught them, their way, their memorizing, not true learning. Because think about it, in school, all it is memorization.
Right.
They have 3, 4 classes and if they're memorizing, and then you get penalized if you don't memorize good enough or if you don't get the answer within the right time. Within the first attempt, you have to get the right answer
Right.
because school pats you on the wrist for the more times you fail. And they
Hmm.
don't want you to get help from people. They want you to do solo work. However, we
Right.
know as adults, the more people you can get involved, the better answer you'll have.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't like the traditional school. Even though my oldest graduated from school, right, and my middle child she's stuck in the that system. But it's crazy because now since my son is homeschooled, he thinks different. He see them come home tired, and I always joke with them and say, "How was work?" And they say, And then I also say, what did you fail at? Because I believe, when you fail at something, that's when you learn. If you get it right away, what have you really learned? You're just
Right.
memorizing at this point. So I always look at them like, man. And then when I ask them certain stuff, they only think in a traditional way where, the school will teach you, well, you got to learn it immediately. And if you fail right now, you get a pat on the wrist and you're not a good student.
Hmm.
However, we know with entrepreneurship, you fail every day, but it's
Right.
the big win that makes the failures look small. And entrepreneurs look at the failures because, those are the exciting times. You get to see what didn't work, and when it works, it works.
Hmm. There we go. There we go. What you got for us,
Kaden
man?
said, "Get him out, huh? Got to get
Right.
that
Yeah, bro.
6K, bro."
Yeah, bro. So, and I'm excited for that because you get to see me build it. The audience get to see me build it, and hey, it's gonna be an exciting day when I finally make that 6K for 3 consecutive months. and I'm able to step away from my job and then
Hey,
continually build on that, bro. That's gonna be a very exciting moment. So I'm excited to share that with y'all, bro. Let's run it.
that's gonna be exciting.
And to some people,
Let me
that
see
may
what's
not
my
sound
next
like a
pick.
lot, bro. But for me, that's a lot. Coming from where I'm at right
Yeah,
now, making 2,500 a month right now, and then be able to make $6,000 from an idea that I thought about. That's
yeah.
that's a start to me, bro. And
That's
just
bro,
keep
and it's
building on
something
that.
because you're gonna leverage it, right? They always say it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. So
Yeah,
somebody that makes 100,000 a month, if they end up at zero every single month, then the 100K doesn't mean anything,
right.
right? So no, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Okay, mine's is where's it? Middle class, for example. Okay, this one's real short. I mean, pause. Let me see. You know, man, I have to, man. You know, this world 2024, you can't even talk normal.
Right.
Let me see. Do. Today's largest. I would have to say, okay. I would say one that stuck out to me was, I would say today McDonald's is the largest single of real estate in the world, owning even more than the Catholic Church. And I pointed that out because I love the movie The Founder, right? And they became big because everybody thought McDonald's was a restaurant play, hamburger play. But what they were doing was buying the land and renting it out to the franchisees. So every McDonald's, they own that land, right? And it just segues to what I do, or getting into doing land. And it all starts with the land and the ownership. So when he said that, it just said, man, land for me is where it's at. It all starts with
Yeah.
land.
Yeah. Have you read the Ray Kroc Making a McDonald's book?
Yep.
Yep. I did too. I did too.
Bro, I love that, and grinding it out is good as well. Pause. I listened to
No, I think
the
no,
Audible book.
I think it is grinding it out. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
grinding it out.
yeah, it's not making a McDonald's, it's grinding it out. Yeah, I read
It's
that book.
grinding it out, and I love it because I always tell my dad. Some people think it's too late to make it happen. Well, Ray Kroc was 52 years old, and he was
Jeez.
already successful. Yeah, he was selling paper cups, and then he went to McDonald's, but age doesn't stop success from coming. If that's what you're pursuing. They say Vera Wang, I think, was 62 or 65 or one of those ages when she made her first dress. Colonel Sanders was what, 65, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you can make it happen. Don't let your age stop you from starting. You can
There we
start.
go. There we go, bro. There we go. Um, one more from me. The last one from me would be let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. There's so many I have. Okay, let's go here. Okay, yeah. I'll go right here. This is on page 107 for those that have the bigger book. And it says, keep expenses low, reduce liabilities, and diligently build a base of solid assets. For young people who have not left home yet, it is important for parents to teach them the difference between an asset and a liability. Get them to start building a solid asset column before they leave home. Get married, buy a house, have kids, and then they get stuck in a financial risky position, clinging to a job and buying everything on credit. That's he just said so much just now. He just said, okay, keep expenses low and reduce liabilities. And for a lot of us, we keep our expenses high and we buy a lot of liabilities. And
Oh, yes.
liabilities is basically things that take money out of your pocket. So that's what he's saying, to keep your expenses low, reduce liabilities, and then diligently build a base of solid assets. Assets are things that produces money that produces cash flow, and cash flow is basically where you are not trading time for money, but the asset or the business that you have built is producing the cash flow that pays you. So keep expenses low, reduce liabilities, build a solid base of solid assets. And then he says, for the young people who have not left home yet, it is important for the parents to teach them the difference between an asset and a liability. And this right here is so powerful because, you know, for me growing up, my parents didn't teach me about assets and liabilities as a child. So when I read this, it dawned on me that, you know what, the thing that I didn't learn early in my life is the thing that I didn't learn early, and the thing that I learned late are the things that I have to start teaching my kids early in their lives, which is this right here, to
Yeah.
teach them the difference between an asset and a liability. So that's super important, bro.
And it's
And
great too
go
because
ahead.
while you doing it, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, bro.
It's great too because even the Bible states, train up a child in the way they should go so they won't, wither off. That's not the exact text. However, I think it's Ephesians. I forgot the exact where it's at, but it's along those lines, and you're teaching your kids the foundation of everything. And it's funny because I remember going to my grandparents' house, and they were like, "What you gonna do when your daughter turns 18? She grown now." No, she's not. It says that from 18 till she turns 25, that's when the brain is fully developed. So she
Mm-hmm.
still has the kid mind. And also, if I've seen other people leave the house at 18, I left the house at 18, and nobody was successful doing that. Why would I want my daughter to do the exact same thing?
Right.
I'm like Myron, like he said, like I'm going back to, Bible days. I told them, get your money right. You need to learn how to manage your money. Like you said, the assets and liabilities, and then you go ahead and go. You don't leave until you get married. You know, why
Right.
would you want to rush into a bill that's always going to come, regardless of how you feel? Don't make
Mm-hmm.
bills. See how you're going to become financially wealth. Leave when the time is right, not when you're alone and want time to yourself. Because we all know, idle mind is a devil workshop. That's where people get in the most trouble. So I'm like, no, I see that how that didn't work for me or my family. Now it's time to change it, and that's how, I run my household.
And to add to that too, with Myron, he said that imagine a world where we teach our kids an aspect of our business. So we build a business, and then we
Uh huh.
teach our kids an aspect of the business, and then we let them run that part of the business, and then we buy them a house. So by the time they get ready to leave home, they have a house, and they have learned an aspect of the business that they could take over. So now they leaving
Sheesh.
to a house, and they leaving to a part of the business. That's putting them in a great financial position to be able to go out into the
Yes.
world and to be able to take care of themselves, bro. So, when Robert Kiyosaki said, it's important for parents to teach the difference between the asset and liability, I feel like all of that comes together, bro.
It does. And it's funny because I never even heard of that until I read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Right, neither have I. Neither have I. So, yeah, bro. Yep. Um, and just one last thing before we close it out.
Okay.
Right under that, he says, for many people, just as the last child leaves home, the parents realize that they have not adequately prepared for retirement, and they begin to scramble to put some money away. Then their own parents become ill, and they find themselves with new responsibilities. Hmm. And so basically, for me, that just comes down to, knowing the difference between asset and liabilities. Just keep building your asset columns because, when stuff arise, situations arise, and just different things come in life, you will be in a position to not only take care of yourself, take care of your family as well, and maybe your friends that actually need help too. So, yeah, bro.
No, and that's so true. And to piggyback, and not to get in the big go through this big rabbit hole, but to piggyback what your last statement was, I've seen people get promotions and things that the middle class do, and it's literally shown that once they get promotions, they get the new car, they get the new house, and what happens when the job doesn't work out? Now they're back to square one. They can't afford it. You know, I never seen somebody get a promotion, make more money, and stay in the same house and build from there. I
Right.
have yet to see that be done. Personally, in my eyes, you know, I haven't seen it. Everybody that I have ever seen that got a new job, new promotion, it comes with a new car, comes with more liabilities, and no new assets.
And guess what?
Key and point, middle class and poor people.
And guess what? By doing that formula, you end up in the same. Even though your income went up a little bit, you in the same position.
No, exactly, which is
Same
crazy.
position, bro, which is crazy. And you know what?
So that just
So
means if nothing changes,
nothing changes.
yeah,
If nothing changes, nothing changes.
nothing changes, yeah.
Which I want to say shout out to my parents because they still live in the same house. Built a business for over 20
Jeez,
years, still live in the same house, and they okay with that. So, yeah, bro.
dang.
And
Your parents like Warren Buffett. You know Warren Buffett stays in the exact same house
wow,
that he grew up
that's
in
amazing.
Omaha. It's crazy.
That's amazing. Um, before we close out, you know, what I just read, what I just shared with, um, what I says for parents, sorry, for young people who have not left home yet, it's important for parents to teach the kids the difference between the asset and liability. That will be my goal for the next show. I will teach Seven and Caden the difference between the asset and liability, and to get them to a point where they could know it and remember it, and they will be able to tell me the difference. And I'm gonna record a video and come back and show it to y'all to let y'all know that hey, I'm not just reading this, but I'm actively applying this
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well to my kids. So you know
That's
what I'm
fire. I
saying?
gotta
So
teach mine too.
yeah, bro. So I'm I'm gonna go in and have a talk with them about it and show them the difference. And so okay, so actually this stuff right here. I'm gonna teach them the difference between asset and liability. They're going to be able to give me two examples of that. And I'm gonna come back on the next show where I'll be able to get the kids tell the difference between the two.
That's fire, man.
Yes,
That's because
sir.
you're a real teacher.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that's pretty much it for chapter 3. You got anything else for us, bro?
No, grow and
No.
go, man.
Grow and go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, thank y'all to everyone that stuck by to the end of it, to the end of the show. You know, as we say, you know, we read together, we grow together, and we go inspire each other together. And if I can do it,
You could do it. Let's grow together.
let's
That
go.
guy's
All
funny,
right,
huh?
bro.
All right, bro.
All right, peace.